Hi to a newer video, and in this video, we would be starting with our CRUD project in PHP. So, in this video, I won't be performing any CRUD operations, but I will show you how to connect our CRUD application with the database. So, let's get started. Just a second. Yeah. Actually, before starting, I would like to tell you that I have added this Bootstrap link, and it's not a necessity, but if you want to add it, you can surely add it. I'll paste this link in the description below. So let's get started as of right now. And I have also created this connect.php file. We'll use it later. But right now, let's just start. In case you are using brackets, you can watch me how to use this live preview feature with PHP files. So it is just starting. Yes. So for this to work, actually, if you want to run PHP files on your local computer, you would need to install something like XAMPP or WAMP, a local server, basically that would give you access to localhost. So here I'll say localhost php my admin, right? Yeah. So actually I have created this database, but I'll just delete this and show you how to create another database. Just wait a second. Yeah. Now let me show you how to create a database. I'll go to I'll click here new in PHP my admin. Let it load. Okay, so I'll say CRUD underscore PHP, or I'll just say CRUD. So this is my database. Okay, and I'll say create. Yeah. Now I'll go to this database, and now we'll have to create a table for the database. We are using MySQL databases, which is a relational database management system. So it organizes our data inside a database also into tables, and inside tables into rows and columns. So first of all, we will have to create a table. Just say I'll call this table students, because all our project was related to adding and performing CRUD operation on students, right? And how many columns would we require? One for the ID, one for the name, one for the admission number, and one for the class, right? So we would require four columns and four. So let's click on go, and after this our table is getting created. So first of all, we'll have to fill out some details here. So I'll set this to ID, and I'll let it remain integer. And here I will check this auto increment checkbox. So what this auto increment would do is, we won't have to add the ID value from our front end part. Whenever we add a record, it will automatically assign us an ID, and each time uh, a record is inserted, the ID would be unique. So that is why we require the auto increment feature. And now we'll need the student's name, and it can't be an integer value, the name, right? And so I'll say varchar, variable character. and this shall be 255. Now the class, and again this should be varchar because we'll write it in Roman numerals, and again I'll fill this out to be 255, and admission number, and admission number will also be a varchar, and I'll set it to 255. Now our data this is done, and now I'll say save, so it would create our table. Yeah, now till the time it gets built up, I have this database name CRUD. So I'll go to the connect.php file, and now here we will start to like write some PHP, and I will show you how to connect our database with our project. Right, I'll add the PHP tags, and now I'll store the function and the code of creating of connecting our application with the database in a variable called $connect. So whenever we perform an CRUD operation, we would need to prove the connection with the database. So instead of writing the whole query, this $connect variable would do the work. So now the command to connect is the function is mysqli underscore connect. Now it takes 4 arguments. It's mysqli connect function. So the first argument is the server we are operating it on. So it is localhost. So I'll say localhost. Then it asks us for the database username. So actually when you upload it online, the databases, then you are given this for security reasons a username and a password along with it, but we are operating it on our local computer, so what shall we fill in the username, because we haven't assigned any username. So in such a case we'll just say root, and now we'll have to add a password. So again we don't have a password here, so I'll just leave it empty, and it will 100% work. And finally we need to specify, we need to give the database's name. So our database name is CRUD. So this part is case sensitive, so make sure to spell this correctly. And another pointer, leave this blank space between the comma and this a single quotation mark, and use single quotation marks only, don't use double quotation marks. And these this is how all these arguments should be supplied. So for now let's save this file, and is our database actually working? I want to check that, but that isn't that easy. For that we'll have to write the whole code to insert data, and then that's a lengthy process basically. So what we will simply do is I'll check it with an if statement, if then else. So this is our variable, right? So if we hadn't stored this code in our variable, then we would have had to put all this part in this code. So now this basically means that is if this variable is working, then what shall it do? Then it shall echo to us that yes, it is working, success. And we need to put this semicolon, otherwise it will give us a parse error. And in else also, so if it is not working, then what to do? Then it will show failure, right? But this is the connect.php file, and we aren't doing it like we aren't using this file. We have to use this index.php file. So how will this work? There are two options, that first of all we write this code over here, and the second option is we embed our code. So I will embed our connect.php code into this file. So again I'll open php brackets here, And now I'll use an include function, which will allow me to embed this file very easily. And here I will specify the path. So both of them are stored in the same folder, the root folder. So I'll just say connect.php. And now it isn't necessary to put a semicolon here, but it's a good practice, so I surely put a semicolon here, right? Yeah, so our database is working. So now what actually I'll do is like it will be there forever, and when we don't need it. So actually I'll say if the database is not working, then echo this. Yeah, now it will echo failure only if our database is not working. So for example, I'll misspell a local host and it will give us an error. Yeah, you see failure. So I'll change and save it. Yeah, so you see there's nothing. So this was it for now, and soon I will be coming back with the CRUD operations. So till then, bye.